Welcome to FSX Lincolnshire, Steve's Hangar Part 14. In this episode I am going to be showcasing the Dehavilland DH.110 Sea Vixen. It's a British twin-engined, twin-boom-tailed, two-seat, carrier-based fleet air defence fighter flown by the Royal Navy's Fleet Air Arm during the 1950s and through to the 1970s. The Sea Vixen was designed by the De Havilland Aircraft Company during the late 1940s at its Hatfield Aircraft Factory in Hertfordshire. It was later called the Hawker Siddeley Sea Vixen after de Havilland was absorbed by the Hawker Siddeley Corporation in 1960. Its first flight was on the 26th of September 1951. It was introduced into operations in July 1959 and the aircraft was retired in 1972. Its main primary user was the Royal Navy, and there was 145 of them built. It was used in combat over Tanganyika and over the Yemen during the Aden emergency. In 1972, Sea Vixen was phased out in favour of the American-made McDonnell Douglas Phantom FG-1 Interceptor. Up until now, there are currently no flying Sea Vixens. Just to give you some specifications for you. So it had a crew of two, a pilot and an observer. The power plant were two Rolls-Royce Avon Mark 208 turbojet engines, each producing 11,000 pounds worth of thrust. It had a max speed of Mach 0.91 or 690 mile an hour. A range of 790 miles with internal fuel tanks, a service ceiling of 48,000 feet, and a rate of climb of 9,000 feet per minute. It had 6 hard points and provisions to carry a combination of rockets, missiles and bombs, and that's your statistics for the Sea Vixen. So I'm going to go, I've never flown this aircraft before. I literally just downloaded it, so we'll see how we get on. As you can see, the Lancaster's on its way out for a taxi, and I should dare say that the Spitfire and the Hurricane is going to follow. But I'm going to go ahead and get my engine started. Again, I'm not going to use the air traffic control software just to keep the video lengths to a minimum. As you can see, we haven't got a virtual cockpit in this model. It's the 2D aircraft, 2D cockpit. So I'm not able to sort of look about very well. There's your Lancaster heading out. I'm going to try and sneak in after it. Ooh. Nearly. I'm going to go lock spot. To follow the Lancaster out. Got Spitfire and Hurricane behind me, so hopefully I won't be holding them up for much longer. Lancaster starting off its takeoff roll. I'm going to head on out onto the runway, line up and wait. Okay, so the Lancaster's airborne. Gear up. Nice little flyby there.
Sink rate.
400. 300.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
200.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 20. 10.
Try and stop it before running into the back of the old Lancaster there. That wasn't a bad landing considering I've never flown this aircraft before. I didn't think I did too bad there. And that concludes our flight in the De Havilland DH.110 Sea Vixen. Thank you for watching.